You've made it this far searching for a deep and true transformation, something that will change your life definitively. And, if you're watching this video, it means you're tired of being just one more among the many. The truth I'm going to share with you will hit you like a punch to the gut and force you to rethink everything you believe about what it means to be a real man. This video is not for those seeking comforting words. If you're looking for another lukewarm piece of advice to give you temporary relief, it's better to stop here. What's coming next is only for those with courage, for those who truly want to change and take full control of their own destiny. Are you ready to face this reality? Because what I'm about to tell you will challenge your deepest beliefs. There is no room for cowards here. The choice is simple. Do you want to keep being just one more in the crowd, living according to what's expected of you, or do you want to become the kind of man who shapes his own life, who boasts to no one? If you choose to continue, I guarantee that by the end of this video, your worldview will never be the same. If you're ready to take control of your life and stop being just another face in the crowd, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button to help this content reach more people and leave a comment below with your experiences. Let's build a community of men who are willing to change for real. Now get ready, because what's coming next will change your life irreversibly. Detachment, the true foundation of power. Let's start with the most fundamental concept of all, detachment. And when I talk about detachment, I'm not referring to superficial indifference or playing emotional games. I'm talking about something much deeper. Detachment isn't a mask you wear to seem uninterested. Detachment is an essence, it's who you really are at the core of your being. It's the understanding that the world doesn't revolve around pleasing anyone, let alone a woman. Detachment is not something you switch on and off when convenient. It needs to be a part of who you are at all times. True detachment means you are not desperate for attention or validation. You don't kneel at anyone's feet for acceptance. You live with the absolute certainty that the only person you need to impress, the only opinion that truly matters, is your own. And this isn't selfishness. It's wisdom. Because, at the end of the day, the world respects those who respect themselves first. This state of true detachment makes you naturally attractive and respected. When you live for yourself, power flows naturally. People feel it. They notice that you're different, that you're not bound by what others think or expect of you. This is the power of detachment. It puts you in control of your own life. Putting yourself first and prioritizing your life is the safest way to echo in the mind of your ex. If you want access to a set of psychological strategies that will impact your ex's mind, making them beg for you to stay in their life, read the digital book available in the description of my video. Discipline, the fuel of excellence. Now that you understand detachment, it's time to talk about discipline. And let's be direct, discipline is what separates ordinary men from exceptional men. It's very easy to go with the flow, do what everyone else does, try to fit into what society expects. But do you know what happens to those men? They live mediocre lives, always seeking approval, always trying to please others, and in the end, they feel frustrated and unsatisfied. They're trapped in a cycle of mediocrity. You, however, have already decided on something different. You chose the path of discipline. And that choice is going to separate you from all the others. Discipline is what allows you to build a lifestyle where every decision is calculated, conscious, and focused on your personal growth. It gives you the ability to create the life you want, a life where you are in control. Discipline is more than just following rules, it's about living with intention. You don't do things just for the sake of doing them. Every action, every decision you make is directed toward a greater goal. And that's the key that will transform you into someone extraordinary. Emotional unavailability, the power of freedom. Now, let's talk about a concept that many men simply don't understand: emotional unavailability. Being emotionally unavailable doesn't mean being cold or insensitive. It means not relying on someone else's emotions to feel complete. When you don't need a woman to validate your happiness, you become irresistible. Why? Because women are used to dealing with men who do everything to please them. Men who sacrifice their own values, their own desires, just to win a smile or a compliment. But when you stand out from that crowd, when you show up as a man who is completely fine on his own, who doesn't need her approval, you become the challenge she never expected to find. And here's the point, it's not about being arrogant or distant. It's about being so comfortable with yourself, so centered in your own value, that you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You're not fazed by emotional games. If she tries to manipulate you, you simply don't take the bait because you know you don't need that to feel good. You live your life fully, and that's the secret. Reward and punishment psychology, shaping respect. Now, let's take it to a more advanced level, how to apply reward and punishment psychology in your relationships. No, this isn't manipulation. It's about setting clear standards for how you should be treated. When someone treats you well, you reward them. It could be with your attention, your time, or a gesture of affection. This creates a cycle where the other person associates good behavior with a positive response from you. But when they disrespect you, the punishment is equally simple, you withdraw your attention. This is crucial because this is where many men fail. They think they have to tolerate everything, accept any behavior out of fear of losing the woman. But that only makes you lose her respect. By withdrawing your attention, you set clear boundaries. She realizes that if she wants to be by your side, she'll need to treat you with respect. And nothing is more powerful than that. Respect is the foundation of any healthy relationship, and without it, there's no room for love or admiration. Stop living in uncertainty, trying to guess what works and what doesn't in relationships. If you're tired of being ignored, manipulated, or not having control over your conquests, it's time to change that now. In my guide Unfailing Conquest, you'll discover strategies that really work, without games or cheap tricks, just the truth about how to become the kind of man who attracts and keeps the respect and desire of any woman. Stop getting frustrated and start achieving what you truly deserve. Click the link and get yours now. The supreme level of detachment, mental strength. Now we reach the supreme level of detachment, mental strength. True detachment is not just about action but about emotional control. At some point, you're going to start developing feelings for someone. And this is exactly where your real strength will be tested. It's easy to maintain detachment when you feel nothing. But the real challenge comes when emotions start to rise. If you don't have control over them, all the power you've built can crumble. Women are experts at detecting emotional weakness, and if they sense that you've lost control, the respect disappears. And without respect, the relationship is doomed. The key is simple, you need to be able to feel without being ruled by the feeling. This requires a mental strength that goes beyond the ordinary. It's about staying focused on what really matters, your values, your self-respect, even when emotions try to sway you. Silence, the secret weapon of power. Few men know how to use this tool correctly, but silence is one of the most powerful weapons at your disposal. When you master silence, you create mystery, curiosity, and power. Women are driven by the need to understand, to decipher. When you don't give everything away on a silver platter, when you don't reveal everything you're thinking, you create an aura of uncertainty that keeps her attention on you. Often, fewer words mean more control. Speaking less is not weakness, it's strategy. Silence, well used, is a form of invisible power. It allows you to observe more and control the situation more effectively. Complete detachment, absolute freedom. Finally, we reach the highest stage, complete detachment. This is the point where you reach such a high level of self-sufficiency that absolutely nothing can shake you. At this stage, you don't need external validation, and no one, absolutely no one, has the power to influence your decisions or emotional state. This is the true holy grail of self-sufficiency. When you reach this level, you no longer play the emotional games that trap so many men. You're above that. You become the prize, the man who sets his own terms, and the people around you notice it. In the end, complete detachment gives you absolute freedom, the freedom to live by your own standards, to choose who deserves to be by your side, and to never again bow to the expectations of others. Underscore 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 underscore. If you've made it this far, you're already on the right path to transforming your life. But if you truly want to accelerate your evolution and gain the respect and control you've always sought in relationships, the next step is crucial. In my guide Unfailing Conquest, you'll learn proven methods to stop being sidelined and start being the man who attracts and retains what he desires. Don't let insecurity or a lack of direction define your destiny. The power is in your hands, and this guide is the shortcut you've been missing. Click the link and get yours now.